Alright guys, so in the previous lectures we learned about how to understand your content structure. In this lecture we're gonna be writing our own content structure. So in this we are using an example of an online art gallery website. So these are our queries like we spoke about in previous lecture. So our niche in this example is an online artwork gallery where people can purchase artwork that is ready for decoration or they can place customized orders. What is our KPI? What is our key performance indicator here? Our key performance indicator is based on our SEO results. It is maximum inquiries and sales, maximum subscribers. This could be Facebook page fans or email subscribers. When it comes to e-commerce, email subscribers used to be more important based on the return on investment, and this also shows good retention rate. Okay, so this is our main KPIs. We haven't put our SEO KPIs here. Suppose we put here SEO KPIs like this. Okay, best ranks, it could be one thing, but over here we are actually looking for maximum impressions, because if you have maximum impressions you can build high CTR that will also result in good rank, but more importantly maximum traffic. So these are our first impressions. Another is that rich media results or schema snippets. So these are our SEO KPIs. These are our main KPIs or main KPI. Yeah. So this is for the main page, and these are the main KPIs. This applies on other website pages also, because this is what we are trying to achieve from our website mainly. Okay. What does your users want? They want to buy artwork for decoration. They want ease of delivery and purchase. But most importantly, even though it doesn't concern SEO, but it's important for your company progress as a business that you have a good after sales department. User journey in the funnel. Okay, so while we are writing this is our example for sample content that we are making. Okay, and where does the user persist? Where is the user in this user journey? We're writing sample content for our online art gallery website. This content will be going on the home page, and we are writing for the user who is in the beginning stage. It could be research, comparison, tutorial, how to. While this is also good for article, blog, but we are using it for our home page. Okay, we also need to add a catalog, because if a person is searching for like best artists in abstract paintings or best abstract painting artists, they are also looking for catalog while conducting this research. Okay, your USPs: free delivery, no minimum purchase, artists from multiple countries. These are few of your USPs. Your own USPs might differ based on your own business and what you offer. We are gonna write content length of 550 words, or just make it 250 words in our example. Our page is also gonna have other content like most trending artists, most trending artwork, and what our customers say. As an example, we are just writing these 250 words. Another thing that is very important, if you are global or you have audience that speaks different languages, you can make use of demographic and localized representation, like you can use content or even widgets or even buttons that people feel relevant to based on where they live or what language they speak. This is helpful in that case. You need to expand content to different pages if exceeding the limit. So suppose we are making this for home page, but based on our USPs or based on our demonstration or based on the top artists or most trending artists or best abstract artists or village painters artists, we can take them to another page and expand our content. CTAs, call to actions, communication channels should be cohesive to acquire the users. What it means is, suppose if you have multiple countries based, if you have audience based in multiple countries, you can actually show them customer support widget, okay, in their language, or you can even rewrite it, translate it in their language. You can show contact form in their language, or you can have a local person assigned on those customer support inquiries. Okay, so let's start writing our content sample. Content sample. Okay, so what are we looking for here? Online art gallery website. So we are gonna write Glamviz. This is also our brand. Is an online art gallery website consisting of hundreds of users from multiple countries, especially Europe, North America, and Southeast Asia. So this shows our brand. This shows general inquiry. This shows generic inquiry, and this is localized. So this is your structure. It has good keyword density, and it has answered a lot of like 5 or even more than 5 search queries based on this small text. Like how many numbers is this? We don't know that, right? So we're gonna find out how many words we have just written here. Okay, so we have written how many? Okay, so these are 23 words, 153 characters with spaces and 130 without spaces. Okay, so, and one thing that I want to suggest is that use small paragraphs. Do not use like 5 or 6 or 10 lines paragraphs, just use small paragraphs. Okay, have abstract village city landscape typography artist with magnificent, yes, magnificent paintings and artwork built using acrylic oil paints on different types of canvas. Okay, so one strategy is that you have the content ready after you have conducted keyword research. So usually it goes like this: you have phase 1, keyword research, then you have phase 2 keyword short listing, then you have phase 3 keyword implementation. So the best approach is you have this written before you start writing this. So if you have these two, it has its own perks, but if you are speaking with the content writer who is an expert with SEO writing, or an SEO who is a good content writer, most of the time, suppose if you do not take these two in consideration and you just start writing the content based on how to improve the user experience, you come up with the good content based on the readability. But if you have these, if you have done these two and then you start making, then you have good SEO oriented content. So these is good quality reading, this is good for SEO reading. After you have completed this, you can still redraft your content and implement that. In our case, we haven't done keyword research or keyword shortlisting. We are starting from this phase. Why? Because our approach is different here. We have gone through the structure. So we are running it from the structure instead of keyword research. We know the basic keywords already and we have the structure. That's why we are making this. What you can do is you can build the structure. After that, conduct keyword research, then do keyword shortlisting, like first priority, second priority, and then start writing the content based on how you wanna approach it. Okay, so we have like 50 words now. Yeah, almost 50 words here. Now we're gonna write. Okay, so in this one we have abstract, village, city, landscape. This is one. And then we have artists. You can say that when people search, they're gonna search for abstract artists, or they're gonna say abstract paintings. So you're covering those two queries. Or they're gonna search for abstract artwork built using oil. So abstract artwork using oil. Okay, so you can understand, like, it is answering a lot of different queries. You can even interlink it with different pages of your own website. Buy now, ready for decoration, easy and fast delivery, customized orders also accepted. So now it is answering like around 25 to 50 phrases, different search queries. People are searching for city, landscape artists. People are searching for typography artists. Okay, people are searching for city landscape artwork using canvas. Okay, so you are answering like 25 to 50 search queries in this one small paragraphs. Okay, so customized orders are also accepted. You can write it like this. What is not happening here, we are not using the localization yet, like this artist is from UK or from Turkey or from Southeast Asia. If you like, you can create more paragraphs and use that as well. So what we have achieved so far, we have mentioned this, we have mentioned this, we have mentioned this. We haven't completed 250 words. We have not gone too much into the demographic and localized representation. Do you need help, or what's better is rather shorter? Are you looking for best artists online. Are you looking for best artist online who wants? Okay, so are you looking for best artists online who make exquisite paintings and display their artwork in exhibitions all over the world? Renowned artists you would like to decorate or your workplace with? So now, instead of saying your business or your office, we wrote workplace. If you, if your keyword research tells you like most people search for artwork for office, you can use that. But this looks like a good and easy way, like workplace. So workplace, you could be your own business, it could be your office where you are employed. So this is also you need to look into, like this phrase have multiple uses. It could be your own business, you could be an employee, it's just your workplace, your home or your workplace with. So find out artists with artwork built for exterior and interior use, commercial interior use, inside commercial and residential properties. So we put your home, your workplace in this paragraph, and now we are reiterating that fact inside commercial and residential properties. Okay, how many words we have written so far? How many words we have written so far? Let's take a look. We have written 113 words. Okay. Our most trending artists include artist name A, artist name B, artist name C. Check out the full artist list along with their portfolio and their biography at this link. Now you can hyperlink that link or you can put it like this: artist list portfolio. You can make it like this. You can add lot of few more phrases, but this looks good enough. And because we are writing for a home page has these fields. If you're running an e-commerce website, it has like most trending products. So instead of that, we have most trending artists. We also have most trending products or previously sold products. So homepage can have that. So when its column start, you can add 250 words, and below that you will have this widget coming, or you, if you don't have a widget, you would have static images with the artist names or the product name or whatever you are selling or promoting. Okay, so we have completed this. Inside abstract art we have paintings with size 5 by 5 feet, as well as few, as well as 5 by 5 inch, to decorate your workplace, your home, or your work desk with. Workplace, work desk, or your home, or just giving your friend a gift. Okay, so our artists create abstract paintings with oil, acrylic, oil, watercolor, and many other and many different ways and many different ways and material in different sizes. You can, okay, this is here. You can buy artwork ready to ready to sale, or you can place a customized order, or you can place a custom order. That looks better. Okay, custom order. So like we have built this like abstract art, we can have another for village art. Okay, okay, so this paragraph doesn't start with lot of keywords. Okay, you can say best village art paintings, or buy best village art paintings, or buy ready to decorate best village art paintings. Okay, and then we can have this written for your workplace, work desk, your home, or just giving your friend an special gift on their anniversary. So this can be made unique, but because we are using the same type, we have just rephrased it. You can also mix those two in a single paragraph, but we are creating different paragraphs, so this is a much better approach. Okay, our artists create village paintings depicting the simple village life, the serenity. Okay, you can also create a new paragraph for this as an example to make it look good to read. I'm just creating this inside here. Our village paintings make you forget the hustle and bustle of the city life. How does it look? Isn't it great? Okay, now you can also have village paintings category. Okay, so it could be your like H1 or H2 heading. Okay, then you have this abstract art heading. Our most trending artists include this, that. You can have this heading called multiple artists, multiple artists, multiple artists, or artists from around the globe. This looks much better, right? Okay, how many words have we written so far? Okay, we have exceeded 250, now it is 281. Okay, good enough. So these are few ideas. Now this is good for reading, and this, if you, okay, so if we speak about like what are the paragraphs that are more concentrated on SEO, it is this one, this one, this one. Okay, and all are dealing with the specific type of customer persona. For example, we have this abstract village, it is generic. Then we have mentioned like exhibitions. So there's a customer who wants to buy from an artist whose work is promoted in exhibitions all over the world. So this is the high priority customer, and the customer search query also includes like famous artists. Okay, exhibit who have who whose work is in exhibitions and all over the world. So they have queries like these. Famous exhibition, you can say either famous artists, or famous exhibitions and all over the world, or trending exhibitions. You can put it like that. So this is a mixture of highly concentrated and lesser concentrated SEO content. Why? Because we need to keep in perspective user experience also. So you can make it highly concentrated or less concentrated, but we have kept it in moderation. So best of luck with creating your own content. Before we close this lecture, let's go to our website and take a look where does this content is gonna be placed. So we have this our artist here, we have this artist page, we have this sale on Glamverse, but we are reading right, we have written for this home page. Okay, so let's go down, and as you can see, best selling products. Now in this empty space we don't have any content yet. What we can do is we can go and put this content. Okay, best selling products, this content appears here. Browse our categories. Suppose we create browse our abstract category, or browse, we can rename it into browse abstract paintings, and below that we can put this abstract art paragraph. Below this browse abstract paintings, same with the browse village paintings, and we can place that content over there. Okay, where does this content go? We don't have the artists here, so we can put that inside the artist page. So we can put this inside this category, or we can have a separate artist page, but most probably we can put it into this empty area over here. The best approach would be to put it inside this area also, but we are gonna have to make a new section on the home page to put that inside our content. We already have this, but you can also reiterate it over there. So we can have most of the content put above updates in this section also. But what we have made here, you will realize that it is very easy to put inside your home page content. So best of luck creating your own SEO optimized content. The keyword density is important, that you must remember. Instead of using same keywords too often, use different synonyms and rephrase it that concerns your user queries. So it is gonna help you a lot instead of just repeating the same keyword many times. So best of luck. Try creating your own creative and technically fit structuralized content based on different performance parameters and KPIs. So try that, use these techniques provided here, and you can always write like if you need any suggestions and how this can be improved, and let me know what are the results and how is your performance going, and what you have achieved with this.